Hello everyone. Let's see if you can see me. Hmm? Just waiting for that to upload. Okay. Let's see. Oh yeah. Good. It's been a busy night in here. I've got another dog. So now I have two dogs running around here trying to figure out what's going on. So if you hear any dog howling or making noises, they're just behind the door. So welcome everyone. If you're here, come and say hi. If you're new to this group, welcome. Lovely to have you here with us. If you see it later on replay, hashtag replay. I'm going live every Thursday night at 6 p.m. Australia Eastern Standard Time. Tag your friends who struggle with lack of confidence, anxiety, fear, or self doubt, and invite them to join this beautiful group so they can have this training as well. If you don't know me, I'm Abby Spielman. I'm a trauma therapist who helps female equestrian all across Australia to become confident riders by overcoming fear, anxiety, and self doubt. And today I want to talk to you about something that is the heart of being confident. It's how to feel truly present with your horse. The women I work with often have their nervous system constantly on high alert, even when they're trying to relax. And maybe you have experienced that too. Maybe you're saying, I want to enjoy this, but your body is stuck in a loop of tension, fear, and disconnection. And I've been there as well. Presence isn't just about mindfulness, it's about safety. So let's dive into what that really means. So, to be present means your body, your mind, and your heart are all in the same place, here, now, with your horse. It sounds really simple, right? But if you've been through something that overwhelmed your system, like a fall or harsh criticism, even years of internalized pressure, your nervous system might be operating from a place of protection and not presence. That's my other dog. Well, it's not mine, really. It's the dog that I'm dog sitting for this weekend. So I apologize for my apology for the sounds. Have you really, have you ever found yourself riding, but you're not really here or not really there? Your hands are holding the reins, your seat is in the saddle, but your mind is racing ahead to what could go wrong or spiraling back to what went wrong last time. That's because the memory gets stored in your nervous system. And sorry, just I hear the dogs making sound and it makes me laugh. So that's because the memory gets stored in your nervous system. And when a moment feels even slightly familiar, your survival response takes over before your thinking brain has a chance to catch up. So this is a nervous system that doesn't feel safe yet. And without safety, presence is almost impossible. That's why if there's been fear or trauma or even subtle emotional hurts along the way, your nervous system learns that it's safer to stay on alert. So you might notice that when you ride, you're thinking what if all the time. You hold your breath without realizing it, or you zone out or freeze when things feel tense. This isn't a personal flaw, it's a protective pattern. The nervous system doesn't make decisions based on logic. It makes decisions based on felt experience. So even if your horse is calm and everything looks safe, your body might not feel safe yet. And that gap creates the disconnection. And that's what we're here to heal. And I remember that gap. I remember feeling like that, feeling that I want to ride, just in the round yard. But my brain kept spiraling even before I got to my adjustment. All the what ifs came up, and when I actually got on the horse, felt frozen in the saddle. And I couldn't talk myself out of it. and the tension in my body was very intense. So I know how you feel. If your emotional cup is already full, whether from stress at work, family demands, past experiences, or just the mental load of daily life, your nervous system can shift into a constant state of high alert. And in that state, even small things can feel very overwhelming. You might find yourself hypervigilant around your horse, second guessing everything, and mentally preparing for what could go wrong. So then the what ifs come and become very loud. What if I fall? What if I lose control? What if I let my horse down? This constant mental scanning, it's because your nervous system is overloaded and it's trying to protect you. And when your body doesn't feel emotionally or physically safe, anxiety takes over. So sometimes the what ifs don't even wait until we are with the horses, right? They start creeping in long before we reach the paddock. And they might show up while you're making your morning coffee or scrolling through your phone or packing your gear. Maybe the what if says, what if I can't handle it today? What if my horse is spooky again? What if I freeze and can't get through it? That sounds familiar? These thoughts can flood your system before you even stepped outside. And when your body starts reacting to those worries, and then you feel tight chest, racing heart, or shallow breath, it makes sense that by the time you do get to your horse, you're already on edge. And this anxiety is not random. It's your nervous system trying to keep you safe based on past experiences. But when we begin to notice it and name it and gently work with it, we can start to create space for something different. We can learn to feel grounded before we even touch the reins. To break this cycle of the what ifs, the key is to come back to your body, right here and right now. And let's see what can help you to do that. There's a few strategies that I suggest you can do. So start with your body, scan your body. Before you even get on your horse, pause and check in. What's going on in your body right now? Where is the tension? Can you soften it, even for a little bit? Use your breath. Try long exhale. Inhale from the nose and slowly exhale from the mouth. Feel your body. The more we are in our body, the more we are present. Feel your feet in the stirrups. Feel your seat bones in the saddle. Wiggle your toes and move your fingers. And I'd like you to name what you see. What can you see around you? Is it animals, different animals? Is it a gate? Is it a person walking? What do you actually see? And then what do you actually feel? And it's okay to say, I feel anxious. I feel excited. I feel tense. Naming those emotions reduces their intensity and it invites safety through acknowledgement. And really connect, spend time with your horse on the ground. I love breathing with them together. Place your hand on their body, close your eyes and breathe together. Or even match steps. Feel and hear the rhythm and really slow down. And after the ride, celebrate what went well. Tend yourself like you've been in a workout. Stretch, hydrate, and rest. And most of all, just go slowly. Presence built over time, not through force. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be curious, gentle, and committed. One of the most empowering shifts we can make is realizing that we don't actually need to be on the horse to start overcoming fear or to quiet the what ifs. In fact, trying to force ourselves into the saddle before our nervous system feels safe can sometimes make things worse. And if you're interested to watch another video where I talk more about why pushing yourself will not help your confidence, comment below the word confidence and I'll send over the recording. The true healing starts within. You can begin to shift fear patterns, regulate your nervous system, and dismantle the what if spirals without even stepping into the paddock. Your body holds the fear, so that's where the work begins. Through gentle, off the horse practices like breath work, somatic processing, nervous system education, and emotional release, we start to rebuilding a sense of eternal safety. And when your body feels safe, the what ifs lose their grip. Confidence starts from the inside out, and you can reclaim it even before you ride. I want to talk about something else, something that often overlooked when it comes to fear and anxiety in the saddle, and that's your environment. You can be doing all the mindset work, practicing breathing exercise, and trying your hardest to stay calm. But if the space you're in is unsafe, emotionally, mentally, or even physically, your nervous system will stay on high alert. Maybe it's a riding club where you feel judged. Maybe it's an adjustment where pressure, comparison, or criticism is the norm. Maybe you're surrounded by people who don't understand your fear, who dismiss it and tell you, oh, just get over it. In those spaces, your body senses threat, even if it's subtle. And no amount of deep breathing can fully override a nervous system that's picking up on danger signals. So, and that doesn't mean that you're overly sensitive, it's about being in tune. Your environment matters. Safety isn't just internal, it comes from the external part as well. So, if you've been blaming yourself for not being able to stay calm, I'd like you to pause for a moment and ask, am I trying to stay calm in a place that keeps setting off my alarm bells? I've seen such amazing change in horses and in riders when they have changed their environment. For example, they change and move to a calmer adjustment place. That completely changed their picture. And you deserve to ride in a space that feels supportive, not triggering. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't pushing through. It's choosing to protect your peace and ride where your nervous system can truly exhale. So, what does presence feel like in the saddle? It feels like a deep breath that moves all the way through your belly. The soft eyes and soft hands, not needing to control everything because trust is present. Feeling grounded in your seat, being aware of your horse's rhythm, your own body, and your surrounding. And presence is not perfect. It's about being responsive rather than reactive. It's about noticing without judgment. And I'd like to ask you, what would you change if you felt more present with your horse? What would open up for you if your nervous system felt truly safe again? Let me know in the comments. Because I believe you deserve to feel grounded, connected, and calm in your riding. You deserve to enjoy your horse again, not just survive the ride. And you don't have to get there alone. Remember, it's not about fixing you, it's about helping your nervous system come back to a place where presence and peace are possible again. If you want to learn more how to be present with your horse without the what if, let's have a chat. I offer a 30 minutes phone consultation where we can discuss your challenges, your goals, and see if I can help you regulate your nervous system and build true confidence from within. Until then, I'd like you to be very gentle with yourself. Know that healing is possible, presence is possible, and it starts with just one breath and one step and one ride at a time. I'll see you next week.